but my life just thrives on being as organised as possible. Don't sit down, don't sit down, don't sit down. Oh, why did I do that? No, you need to just pause for a second because this is so satisfying. Please tell me that other people do this so that I don't feel like I've totally lost the plot. I'm ready and geared up for a rant. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I thought we could do a bit of a spend day with me as I have a couple of my friends coming around for dinner tonight. So I just love having people over. I love the clean and prep before they arrive. I love the making the house cozy. Sorry, he's just bought a toy and then dropped it just as I started to speak to you guys, of course. So this video is going to be a little bit of a clean with me, a little bit of prep the house before guests arrive. So if you're looking for a nice relaxing watch or you're looking for some cleaning motivation, then I would love it if you stuck around and potentially even hit the like button. But let's get into it because before I crack on with cleaning and getting the house ready, there is some food prep I'd like to do. So just so you guys are totally in the loop, I like to know that you guys know exactly what is going on. It's 2 o'clock now. I need to leave the house at about 10 to 4 because I have a gym class at 4:30. Gym class, I'll be out the gym by about 20 past 5. 10 minutes to get home. My friends are coming at 6. So that gives me half an hour when I get home just to do any final touches, have a shower, get ready. So in other words, it's not a huge amount of time. So I want to get pretty much everything that I need to get done. Sorry, postman's here. Thank you so much. Sorry, that was the postman and he definitely just saw me chatting to you guys on my kitchen windowsill. But anyway, there we go. So what I was getting at was I've got a very small window from when I get back from the gym from when Hannah and Kate arrive. So I want to get as much stuff done before... What are you doing? Oh, I thought he was going through the post. You got your toy. I want to get as much stuff done before I go to the gym so I can literally just come back and just finish off the last little bits. You know, honestly, I know this sounds so dramatic, but my life just thrives on being as organised as possible. Obviously, I've got half an hour from when I get home from the gym to get ready, but the more organisation I can get done now, honestly, it just makes me feel good. It's what I live off of. So let's start with a little bit of food prep. I'm literally just doing a Caesar salad tonight, so there's nothing exciting, but I chose to do this because I can prep everything now and it's not like I've got to cook when I get back from the gym. So let's crack on with a little bit of food prep.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. Significant life, just what it was needed, clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time.
Food prep all done, and I've been sort of washing up as I've been going, so it's not too bad behind, but the kitchen does need like just a bit of a zhuzh. So let me show you what we have got. As I say, I've done all the cooking now, so I've got like nothing that I actually need to do when I get back from the gym, but I've washed and dried the lettuce, put it in the dish that I'll be serving it up in tonight, and a little bit rogue, but I do also like to add green beans, which I have cooked to a salad. I just feel like it adds a little bit of something. Again, a little bit rogue. I know you can't really call these roast potatoes, they're just kind of little crispy potatoes. But again, I like to add those to a Caesar salad. It just makes it a little bit more exciting. I do homemade croutons. Pretty sure I've shown these before in a video, but they're basically just cooked up little bits of ciabatta bread. So they're super easy to make. You saw me cook the chicken and I just pulled that while it was still warm so that can go on the salad later. And I made these for a little nibbles, like grazing board I'm going to do for when they arrive. They're just like paprika bagely things. Again, I think I've shown those before in another video. But that's like all the cooking bits. There's obviously lots of other things to go into this. I've got parmesan, I've got dressing, I've got... Okay, that's actually about it. But I'll put it all together when I get back from the gym so it can all stay nice and fresh. So my plan of action now is I've got about 20 minutes before I need to leave for the gym. Don't sit down, don't sit down, don't sit down. Oh, why did I do that? I'm not gonna wanna get up. If I perch on the edge, then it's not like I've actually sat down, you know? So I've got about 20 minutes before I need to leave for the gym. So I do wanna get the table like laid up before I go. That would be a great job to get ticked off the list. I'm not gonna have time to do all the cleaning. Obviously these are like two of my closest friends, so I'm not like cleaning for them to come round, but I will always run the hoover around before someone comes around, and I'll always plump the sofa and just, you know, whoever it is, I would always do that. So I'm not going to get all of that done before I go, but I'm going to kind of break the cleaning down into two halves. For instance, I'll do the floors and stuff when I get back from the gym because they smell so good when they're like freshly washed, don't they? I'm using the Cosy floor cleaner still, which I think I've shown you on here. It's the pet safe one. Guys, it smells unbelievable. You know, it's just the best scent. I need them to bring that scent out in all the different cleaning products because I'm like, what else can I use this floor cleaner on? It's so good. But also, like, you know, when a scent lasts a really long time, that is the Cosy floor cleaner. So if I quickly wipe the floors 10 minutes before the girls get here, it will smell for like half an hour. So yeah, I'll do that later. But a couple of bits, like I'm just gonna tidy up the kitchen, lay the table. I'm gonna get all those bits done now so they are off the list. Anyone else dread when they have to use cling film? Like, I just don't get on with the stuff. I freaking hate it. I just find it so hard to use. So before I make up the table, I'm actually just gonna hoover like this little bench bit down because, can I make a confession? I do not remember the last time I sat and ate at this table. How bad is that? We've literally been like obviously eating outside, but even when we haven't been outside, we've been eating on the sofa, I can't lie. I'm going to use this attachment for our shark vacuum. I haven't actually used this. I've just used it like once, but I feel like it's the perfect kind of like handheld thing. Just to like, it's just got like crumbs on it. Like, how's it got crumbs? I haven't eaten on here, but you know, it just needs a bit of a tidy up. No, we need to just pause for a second because this is so satisfying. How have I never used this before? And then now that I have vacuumed all of that, I'm actually going to give the bench a little spritz with this because I think we discovered on a video together actually that this was a like an air freshener as well, and it's pet safe, so just give it all a little refresh. Oh, I love using this. It's honestly, okay, that's enough, but it's just so satisfying. Please tell me that other people do this so that I don't feel like I've totally lost the plot, but because now I've started cleaning with this, my entire clean is going to be that because I don't really like mixing scents. Now I know that sounds absurd, but there are a lot of cleaning products which I love the smell of, but I don't like to mix them. It really triggers something. So for instance, another product I love the smell of is the minimal antibacterial spray and the Joy of Clean Mrs. Hinch's Wildflower surface spray. And I've kind of got to pick one and I stick with it because I don't know, I feel like I've really exposed myself there, but my whole kitchen is now going to be sprayed in that Sif Infinite spray. So there's loads more to add to this table. This feels very stark, very bare, but I've just got the bits on I can for now. So the water glasses, and I'll top the water jug up with probably cucumber and water just before they get here, candle ready to light. I'll put the napkins on here. I just need to quickly iron them. They're like linen napkins and I just haven't got time to iron them right now. So they need to be ironed, and it's just, there's a few extra bits that needed adding, but at least the main bulk of it is done. Now I can't even lie to you guys, there is no chance I'm touching anything upstairs. Like, I literally will only also hoover half the stairs because I haven't got time to do all of them. Like, I will hoover maybe the bottom 3-4 steps, but I don't need to do the rest of them. It's all about saving time when you're getting ready for people to come around. So I am just going to have a very quick whiz around the kitchen, just so that that is clear, and then I'll wipe down the sides when I get back from the gym. I'll do the sink now because that's quite an easy job to get done. But yeah, I'm just going to get this straight, have a quick little dust round downstairs, run the hoover around, and that is all I'm going to do for now. favourite little hacks for getting your house to smell really fresh is to wash cushion covers, throws, things like that. So I actually chucked these in the wash this morning and they've been outside drying, so they smell really, really good now. I used the minimal laundry detergent, which honestly, it smells so good. And obviously a lot of laundry detergents, like the smell lasts for a few days, but like the minimal one, this sofa will now smell like that for like 3 days, which I think is so good. So like when you sit on it, it's just like a burst of like, oh, it smells so good. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly get this sofa looking nice and presentable again and smelling nice, and then I really have to go because I am pushing time. Does anyone else do this? I literally keep going until like the last second. I make myself, like if it takes me 15 minutes to get there, I'll leave exactly 15 minutes. Like I wouldn't leave with any time to spare. Like if I can keep going, I'll keep going. Honestly, such a toxic trait. But I'm very, very rarely ever late. That's one thing my friends always say, is that I will always be on time. So I am back from the gym, which had the quickest shower of my life. And I'm not doing like makeup, I'm just doing like a little bit of something. I've of course put my Holy Grail on first. Sorry if you've heard me talk about this 100 times before, but I literally do just love it. If you haven't seen me talk about this, it is the Garnier Glow, UV Daily Glow. They do a clear one and a glow one. I like the glow one because it's just got like a slight, it's not coverage, it's just like, you know when you just want to even out your skin tone just ever so slightly. It doesn't like hide spots or anything like that. It's not supposed to be like a concealer or a foundation or anything, but it just, you know, gives you a little bit of something. So I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes because the bags be bagging. And I've got a little bit of scarring actually around my mouth at the moment where I have done a great job at picking some spots, so that's nice. So I was actually just going to show you me just quickly hoovering and mopping the floors, but Connor, bless him, he's just taken Archie out, but before he went he was like, oh, I'll quickly do the floors for you, and the house just smells amazing now that he's used that floor cleaner. I'll show you when I go downstairs in case any of you see it in the shops. Even if I didn't have a pet, I would definitely still use that floor cleaner because it just smells so good. I've got about 10 minutes until the girls get here, so I am just going to zip downstairs once I've covered up my spots. When I say covered up my spots, like you probably can't see it that well on camera, but like, you know, like when you've had something and then I've just been like picking it for like 2 weeks and it's just not going. If I'd have just left it, then it would have been fine. But I think I'm going in to see Annette in a couple of weeks. I'm sure she'll perform a miracle with it, so we'll be fine again. I know a couple of you have asked for like my little makeup routine, and to be honest, it's something I know I have dodged, and that's because I'm not very confident in makeup. Like I know the products that I like, I know kind of like what works for my face shape, but it's not something I'm like particularly confident in like telling you how to do, if that makes sense. So like this like no makeup look I'm doing right now, as I say, is literally the Garnier UV concealer where I need it, a little bit of bronzer just to add a bit of colour. My brows, I actually just did those to start with, but I feel like I've now got powder in them, but anyway. And then on my lip, I just like to, if I'm like not wanting to make it look like I've got anything on my lip, but you know when your lip just looks a bit dull, like a bit skin-like, it's the Clinique Chubby Stick in code A13, but it's like a very natural, you think, you see that, like a easy pink colour, but you know like when you just like, I need a bit of colour but I don't want lipstick, or I don't want like a shimmery lip gloss, because I'm becoming so irritated by like sticky lip glosses, especially when I've got my hair down, because it just gets stuck the whole time. But as you can see, that's just like a bit of colour, you know? It's not like a lipstick or lip gloss, it's just a bit of something. Anyway, perfume, I'll just have a quick spritz of some perfume, and then let's go and get the little, very little, it's very nothing, just a little grazing, nibbly little starter board ready. I feel like, sorry, I just feel like I never actually show you the perfume that I use, but this is what I wear every single day, day in, day out. It's the Gucci Bamboo. And I kind of feel a bit embarrassed to say that because I feel like, I just sprayed it in my mouth. I feel like this is a bit of an old school perfume. I feel like I should have moved with the times, but you know, like I just like something. It just smells fresh, it smells clean, it smells like I've got a perfume on, but it's not like, I don't like a vanilla-y, florally scent. I like something a bit more musky, a bit more moody, and that's what that is. And yeah, I feel like I am potentially stuck in 2010, but hey ho. Sorry, I've just had a realisation moment that I need to share with you. When I just said that my fragrance was stuck in 2010, I just realised that was like 15 years ago. Does anyone else feel like 2010 was like 3 years ago? I get so stuck when I say things like that. I definitely wasn't wearing that 15 years ago, but you know what I mean? The reason I'm telling you this is because I just feel a bit weirded out that 2010 was 15 years ago. I know that's not a revelationary fact, but anyway, I'm not sure where I'm going with that. So this is the floor cleaner that I'm obsessed with. As I say, even if you don't have a pet, it's just, firstly, smells really good, and secondly, the smell lasts for ages. So that's all we want from our cleaning products. Now, normally, if I had someone coming over, I would put a little dash of this in the small side of my sink with some warm water and just wipe it around my worktops and just leave it in the sink so it smells really nice. But my house currently smells like the Cosy floor cleaner. By the way, I feel like I have to say this isn't allowed because I know it sounds very addy. I find it really tricky on YouTube. Sorry, not me having like 7 minutes until the girls get here, but I'm ready and geared up for a rant. I feel like it's a really tricky one on YouTube. By the way, none of you guys ever say anything, so this isn't aimed at anyone that watches it. This is just aimed at like the people that regulate YouTube. Just because I'm talking about a product that I love, I feel obliged to be like, oh, it's not an ad. And I say that's not aimed at you guys, that's aimed at like YouTube regulators. But it's so weird because if I was just talking to someone normally and being like, oh my God, I love this product, I wouldn't need to say like, oh my God, I'm not sponsored to say that. I don't really know where I'm going with it, but I promise you that if I ever am sponsored or it is an ad, I will always be really, really honest about that. So I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna get on and make my nipples bored, but do you get what I'm saying? It's not an ad. I get fed up of saying it. Not aimed at you guys. Not sure who I'm aiming this at. I'm just ranting. I mean, these are very, very basic nibbles, but why does everything just look better when you put them on a wooden board? I've literally just got some hummus crisps, cucumber, sour cream and chive dip, and these are the bagels things which I made earlier, which are so good. So normally, I would obviously ask the girls what they want to drink when they get here, but I'm actually gonna be a bit presumptuous here and make up a little drink before they get here. Now, I know both Kate and Hannah are driving, and I don't need to drink, it's a Wednesday night, but I have got a bottle of wine in the fridge and maybe a glass with dinner, which means we'll start with something non-alcoholic so they can both still drive. I've just got some mint leaves here, which I've been washing. This is honestly, I love drinks like this. I love like a refreshing summery drink. I mean, it has been raining most of today, but the sun has weirdly just come out, so it looks like we're in for a nice evening, although we're eating inside now, but I don't trust it, you know? So all I'm doing is, oops, because I'm gonna put this in a wine glass, it's just gonna look so much nicer. A little bit of mint, in fact, let me show you. You know when stuff just looks nicer because you're using it in a nice glass? So I've just got, lemon, mint, and some ice cubes in these glasses. And then literally, so easy. But they do this bitter lemon in Sainsbury's. I only discovered it the other day. But you know, like, it's got a fizz to it a bit, but it's not like, I know it sounds fizzy, but it's not as fizzy as like lemonade. And I just find it a bit more refreshing. So literally, that's all it's gonna be. But I know I haven't asked them what they want, but I know they'll both like this. It's just a nice, refreshing, non-alcoholic summer drink. And as I say, it just looks nicer because it's in a wine glass and it's got a bit of lemon and mint in there. Perfect. I told you that this was me in my editing state as per usual, and I have forgotten to film an outro. Gosh, my hair really needs a wash. You know, like when I'm doing this job, I have days where I'm prepared to go on camera and days where I am not. And today is I am not. However, oh God, this video needs to go live. So I had a lovely evening with Hannah and Kate. I just love like chilled, cozy evenings at home. I love hosting. I love catching up with my friends. So honestly, that is just up there with like my idea of a fab evening. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you, when is this going up? It's going up Wednesday. I will see you again on Sunday. Bye.